20th anniversary and food truck festival and book fair and everything else. So we are so excited that you are here today and to show you all the great things that are going on at West Elementary. And I'd like to welcome our very special guests. We have Dr. Aaron Reich, School Board President. School Board Member Kristen Hudson. Superintendent Dr. Cavazos. Former West Principals Yleen George. And Dr. Malcolm Turner. We will start with Dr. Cavazos.
Let's give a hand for Ms. Britton, your principal. So thank you very much for inviting us and having this celebration, this 20 years on this beautiful sunny spring day. Not really, right? But on this beautiful day, it is a beautiful day because we're celebrating 20 years of a school. And in Arlington ISD, as we hit those milestones with a school, it's important to reflect on the legacy of the school, but also reflect on the fact that this school has set a standard of excellence from the very beginning that West Elementary opened, a standard of excellence that just keeps getting better and better and better. And for that, we appreciate the staff that works here, but also the community that is so supportive and really committed to excellence at West Elementary. And so when you look at 20 years, okay, so it's not 50 years, right? But it's 20 years, and we know that 20 years goes by pretty quickly. But we will never know the impact of a school. We'll never know the full impact of a school because so many students go through this campus, teachers that have worked here, principals, you'll hear from them as well, that have demonstrated so much love for the students, for their learning, for their growth and development. And we know that not every day is easy at a school. In fact, most of them are not easy. But we know that at the end of every day, when teachers and principals and staff work together, like at West, and West is an outstanding example of a team of people. And it's not easy to have a team of people at a school that all work for student success. And West is a great example. But at the end of the day, as students go from one grade level to the next, it's important to reflect on the fact that they're moving through West Elementary with a high standard of excellence and a high degree of love. And that love carries them through their junior high and high school years. And so I'm going to take just a moment to thank all of the West teachers and staff. Would you help me give them a round of applause, the West teachers and staff? Because it's because of them that the students do so well at West, and because of them that your students are enjoying the success and the happiness of a school. And so the last point I'll make is that we love our school buildings. We make sure we take care of them. West is really well taken care of. Buildings are important. Air conditioning, heating, all that stuff is really important in Texas. But what's most important is what happens inside the building. And at West, every day, what happens inside the building is outstanding. And that relationship between a teacher and a student and the principal and et cetera, staff with the student, is what makes the most difference in their learning. And so I'm proud to be your superintendent, and I'm proud of West Elementary and their 20th year anniversary. So thank you on behalf of all our students in Arlington. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Cavazos. And our next speaker will be our principal who opened this school, Yleen George.
I kept my old badge, and so I'm going to put it on as I speak today. 20 years. West Elementary has impacted this community and scores of students for the last 20 years. It is very fitting that we take a moment to reflect on the past, to remember and to reflect on the present and to envision the future of West Elementary. You know, 20 years sounds like an eternity to some of these young people out here, but for those of us who've been around, it seems like just yesterday that we began this school. And so let's go back to the beginning. In the spring of 1997, the Arlington School Board selected 2 longtime educators in Arlington as the namesakes for this new school, Sam and Barbara West. This was a budding community. It was just starting. There was no hospital next door. There was nothing out here but some houses and a new school. Sam West had been the principal at Hill Elementary for many years, and Barbara, a school secretary. And I recalled how surprised they were to be the namesakes of this school and how honored they were. And so they became a vital part of the school, and it was really good for me to be able to talk to Sam and to gain from his wisdom and his jokes. He was famous for jokes. They became very involved in the development of the school and were a welcome presence here on campus, and they were affectionately called Lady Barbara and Sir Sam. I was appointed principal that same spring and given the task of establishing this school in a newly developed community with streets like Kingswood, Queenswood, Cheshire, streets that were reminiscent of English kings and queens, and yes, knights. And so that's how we got our mascot. We became the Knights, known for courage, perseverance, and dedication to doing good in the world. We began with, would you believe this, about 350 students. I know my fellow principals told me that I didn't deserve to be paid because I had so few students. A small group of teachers known for their dedication to learning and the belief that all students should have the best environment. They should be actively engaged. That children who were different should be celebrated for their differences, and a commitment to making parents part of the educational process. And so we started on this exciting journey with the vision to help each child and each educator achieve their potential. Together, the staff worked on core beliefs and a vision, and every teacher signed it. And thank you, Miss Patton, for going through all the stuff in the temporary to finally dig that thing out. Yes, we had it posted on the wall to remind us of why we were here. It served as a guiding force for many years. Parents played an important part at West with an active PTA. Lynn White, Janice Trigvason, Jennifer Boyle, the Klimpnauers, the Carneys. I could name many more. Deborah Nelson, the Armstrongs. Teachers were encouraged to grow professionally. We had art club, chess club, West Singers. These activities provided opportunities for students to develop their talents. And I was reminded that we also had Cub Scouts, and that sometimes I even helped in races. Many teachers and many students have passed through these halls. Some have gone on to teach at other schools. Some have moved out of states. Others, like myself, have retired and are enjoying grandchildren and travel. Wherever they are, I see our former staff contribute to the community. In fact, in my neighborhood, Susan Fortin started a lending library where kids could go pick out books and then read them, take them back. And when my grandchildren come to visit me, that's the first thing they want to do. Go to Miss Fortin's Lending Library and pick out a book. Many have gone on to be instructional specialists, even principals. Meg Johns, Allison Tanner Milner, you might remember her, is a principal out of state in a school that specializes in students with disabilities. So she is incorporating that idea of valuing and celebrating differences where she is. And then we have our own Dr. Varnell, who is one of two principals who opened an academy here in Arlington, Corey Academy of Dual Language and Fine Arts. Miss Cannon has also become part of the emerging leaders here in Arlington. West students who are seeking to fulfill their potential are too numerous to name, but I am going to name a few. Chris Wyatt, who's an IT specialist. Students at the Career and Tech Center. Many West students, former West students, are involved at the Career and Tech Center here in Arlington. This month, the AISD Student of the Month was Alexis Stanforth. And I'm told that at Bowie High School, the valedictorian or the salutatorian, which are the top two graduates, have been former West students every year. That does not happen by accident. I'm also proud to announce that Dylan Hill is part of the program by the Arlington School District. He's going to be a firefighter. That's great. We need good firefighters. Yay. TCU football, Tony James, UNT, Darren Porter is in track. There are too many to really to name today that have done outstanding work. Of course, we all know Maren Morris. Maybe she got her start songwriting and singing here with West Singers. You know, I teased about Miss Patton bringing out that old mission statement that all the teachers signed. It's appropriate for the past to be the past, to stop and cherish it, take a moment to think about it, but then we have to move on. And I am so proud that Miss Britton and her staff has written a new mission statement that has some of the same core values we had in the beginning: to empower and engage students to reach their maximum potential, to provide innovative and rigorous learning experiences. You know, working with West teachers and parents and students through the 13 years is a significant part of who I am as a person, and an experience that I will cherish forever. I wish Miss Britton the same thing, that she will feel that this school is a part of who she is and that she will cherish the memories that she has here. Again, I want to thank all who were involved in planning this activity and being able to change on a dime. My goodness, everything was supposed to be outside, and because of our nice cool weather, which we'll be wishing for in August, they moved everything inside. But you know, this was not an easy task to prepare for this celebration during the week of STAR testing. My goodness. We really thank you for doing that. So thank you to the committee, to Miss Patton, Miss Lambert, Miss Britton, and all of you who helped with this. I encourage you to take time to go through the displays that are here. We've got the yearbooks, I believe, from every year. We've got a book fair for you to visit, and I believe some tapes of Miss B and Keeney wearing a fro singing Monday, Monday. Something not to be missed. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, West Knights. It's good to see those of you that I know and familiar faces that I was able to and privileged to work with the 3 years that I was here. And when I received the phone call saying that, you know, you have 5 minutes left or less, and I thought, really? You're going to give me a microphone and limit me to 5 minutes? You know how I love microphones, but that's okay. What I shall do is share with you a few of the experiences. I will not reiterate what Ms. George has already covered, but what I will do is share with you the fact that when I arrived at West, I did recognize that West had very high standard of excellence. And I am pleased to see that that high standard of excellence has continued through the 20-year endeavor, and it shall continue for another 20 years plus. And I shall come back for that visitation also to be able to say and repeat those same things. I will say to you also that West has excellent faculty and staff. I was very impressed. In my first time I was here, I just laid back and watched and observed, and I watched teaching at its highest standards. And that really pleased me, and it really pleased the parents. Because there were parents who said, now, you do realize that we have a high standard of excellence? And I said, yes, I do. And you do realize that we expect you to keep this high standard of excellence going? And I said, yes, I do. And you do realize that if you don't, then you're going to deal with us? And I said, yes, I do. So what I did was I kept that high standard of excellence going, but it was easy because of the faculty and staff that we had here, and also the students that were actively engaged and willing to learn. And that's what really makes it. And beyond that, what you also have to look at is the encouraging and supporting parents that we have here at West. That is outstanding. I've been at 3 campuses, and I have supervised a lot of others. And this campus is one of the highest standard campuses that I've encountered over my 42 years. Yep, 42 years in education. And, but I had not planned on 42 more. So therefore, I began my education at the elementary level, and I was happy to end my educational years at the elementary level doing what I liked with elementary students. There are some of you that I worked with when I was here at West, and I have had the opportunity to visit with. For those who have not visited with me yet, please seek me out after the meeting. And for those that I've not met ever, I'll be more than happy to say hello with you too. I do thank you for inviting me to come and be a part of this celebration. I know you know what the high standard of excellence West has, and I know what the high standard of excellence for West that will continue and become in the future. Have a wonderful day. Keep warm. I brought my cap for my bald head just in case I needed it. But you know what? The warmth and friendliness here, I won't need it. Y'all have a great day.
All right, we have the West Singers now that will be performing Children of Peace.
I will be the one to reach out my hand. I will always
Thank you, Ms. Cannon. Thank you to our West singers. Beautiful, beautiful song. And thank you to our principals who just spoke. These are big shoes to fill here. I'm a little nervous, but I do want to thank you for sharing your memories about West Elementary. And there is nothing like a cold day in April to change our plans and decide at the last minute to have everything inside and have everything here. So thank you for all of you who have helped us kind of rearrange everything. But if nothing else, working in the field of education has taught me that we need to be flexible and adaptable in everything that we do. I'm looking forward to many, many more years of being part of such a great school filled with committed teachers and engaged students. It is an honor to be a part of Sam and Barbara West Elementary, and we will close our program with our West singers, with our West song that has been updated a little bit for this 20th anniversary. So please enjoy the performance, and thank you for coming today.
Oh, West Elementary, a school that will stand strong. West Elementary, we proudly sing our song. Learning every day to become our very best. Oh, we will work together to stand above the rest. Respectful and responsible, working hard each day. Both now and in our future, that's the Westlife way. We're knights until the very end, the best that we can be. But still always remember West Elementary.
All right, students, that was wonderful. I love hearing our West song. Thank you so much.